The peace president is leading America towards Armageddon. Good morning, Patriots. JT here, Serenity Farms prepping. So Trump has sent 5 battle attack ships to park where they have access to Iran. Why? Because Zionist Netanyahu and Israel told him to. As you know, Zionist Israel has been committing genocide in Gaza, Lebanon, and now Yemen. They want all of Gaza, minerals, another canal, and they have an ultimate goal of greater Israel and Noahide law established throughout the world. By now, many folks are clear that almost all American politicians are either Zionist or controlled by Zionists, AIPAC specifically, and we are not MAGA, we are MIGA, Make Israel Great Again. It is undeniable, yet denial ain't just a river in Egypt. Millions of Magites and cultists either refuse to acknowledge that Zionists either control Trump or he is one with many of his chosen appointees, or they're afraid to speak out for fear of being deported by Trump's regime. It saddens me and disappoints me greatly to have to continually bring this up, but I have only seen and heard actions and words that verify Trump is Zionist, or at least controlled. Either way, not good. So here is America's likely future. As the peace president moves ships to plan for an Iranian attack, meaning us attacking Iran, we could have just stopped supplying Israel with billions of U.S. taxpayer dollars and weapons to complete their genocide. And the Houthis would stop attacking all ships, but specifically U.S. ships that are trying to port in Israel. Then we could have started negotiating. But instead, Trump decides to bomb Yemen, further making the situation more serious, leading to the ships being positioned within striking distance of Iran. Now, there's still time to stop bombing Yemen, cutting off Israel, and negotiating with the Houthis. If the Houthis then do not stop attacking any ships coming into the port of Israel, then we can take measures. But that's not what's happening. Russia and Iran are signing an agreement on April 15th that is, in essence, similar to NATO and Section 5. What that means for Iran and Russia is if either one of those countries are attacked, the other country is obligated to defend them. Meaning, when the U.S. attacks Iran, per the orders of Zionist Israel, Russia will be required to defend Iran. 26 and 106 seconds. Remember those two numbers. 26 seconds is all it takes for the Russian subs currently drifting off the east and west coast to decimate both coasts. 26 seconds. Don't forget, off the east coast is the Poseidon nuclear weapon, well down in the ocean on a sub. When detonated, that will cause the approximately 1 mile high tidal wave that will likely go 100 to 200 miles inland along the entire U.S. coast. 106 seconds is how long it will take the nuclear warheads to reach Middle America. The U.S. has no technology to keep up with the Russians, who are likely 10 years ahead of us. Oh, here's a fact that ought to make you feel safe and secure. I believe it's approximately 1995 to 1998 that the U.S. last conducted a missile silo test in the U.S. Do you understand what that means? The U.S. has not tested a single missile silo. They don't even know if the doors will open, if the missile will be brought up, or if it will launch and not explode within the silo. Making matters worse is all U.S. missile silos are one-time usage. One and done. Once you fire any size, kind, type missile from the silo is no longer usable. Russian missile silos are multi-use. Yeah. In other words, and it pains me to say this, the U.S. cannot win the war that they are pushing for. Trump is supposedly the peace president. He brags about him being the only U.S. president that never started a war, while he's intentionally trying to start one as we speak. I don't know how much longer the U.S. will be a country. It could be that bad. I have delved as deep as I could down the Q-tard rabbit hole to try and find an angle, anything that could lead me to believe that this is some kind of negotiating tool, some trickery, some tomfoolery, but I cannot. As much as I try, I can come up with nothing. I believe that this is simply Trump acting on behalf of Zionist Israel. He literally has done whatever they've told him to do since he got elected, which included almost every choice for his cabinets. I don't want to say this. I do not want to be correct. I want to be so wrong. I'm waiting for someone to prove me wrong. But every day, everything I see and hear and research only adds to the validity that Trump and his administration are either all Zionists or controlled by Zionists. Either way, not good for America. Feel free, while you can, to tell me where I'm wrong. Show me the evidence, the proof, anything. Oh, and like, share, subscribe. I did this same post on Facebook, written, and I expect that I will be rolling in hate mail later, but I am an American first. I have to point out the good and the bad. And more it appears that the good are nothing but trinkets and shiny things to distract you. I just feel like the noose is tightening on us. Right now. All right, folks. Pray. That's all I got for now.